Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. So I'm here today with a little book haul. I'm sure some of you guys remember that I made a bit of a promise to not buy any more books. I'm cool with that, and I've been doing really, really well. A few little, we'll just call them hiccups. We'll call them slight little bumps in the road, but I'm still doing well. So I did get a couple books from my library's bookstore. They sell books only for $1 there. And then I was weak at Costco one time, and I got a few from there as well. And the rest are kind of just my subscription book boxes that I picked up. So we'll start with my Once Upon a Book Club box that came for this last month. I'm beyond excited about this. And Once Upon a Book Club, if you haven't heard of it, they send you a book every month, and then you have little gifts that you open as you get to specific pages that kind of it correlates with the book. I think I screeched when I opened the box and found out that it was Shiver by Ali Reynolds. I am so excited about this one. It is an isolated thriller, think like Agatha Christie's And Then There Were None. So it's friends are getting together for a reunion for a weekend in the French Alps, and it turns deadly as someone stranded them on this remote resort during a snowstorm. This is like super flappy. I love flappy books, but I'm beyond excited for this one. I don't want to know anything else about it. I've heard great things. I can't wait. The only thing is that I really like to read books like that during, like, it would be great if it was during a snowstorm. Wisconsin's been good. I don't think we have any snowstorms in sight, so it might be a little bit before I get to that one, but that's okay. Book of the Month Club. I have a few to talk about. So I picked up The Girl A by Abigail Dean. This is a thriller, I believe. I don't know anything about it. It says you can flee your parents, you can bury your secrets, but you'll never leave behind what your siblings know, what you all shared. Not sure what else it's about. I don't want to know anything really more about it. Sorry, but I picked up that one. Same with this, Too Good to Be True by Carola Lovering. It says one love story, two marriages, three versions of the truth. Sounds good. And then similar, I'm not going to say much about these. This is The Push by Ashley Audrain. I've heard really, really great things about this one. It says it's a tense, page-turning psychological drama about the making and breaking of a family and a woman whose experience of motherhood is nothing at all like she'd hoped for and everything she feared. And this happens to be a book club pick for one of my book clubs as well, which helped. And then I have The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This follows a network of women who takes place 18th centuries of London. They have a shop where they sell poisons and potions, not necessarily maybe to help, but maybe more to do harm from what I understand. So besides a pretty cover, excited about this one. Like, oh, so pretty, so pretty. So the next book that I have is The Plot by Jean Hanff Korelitz. Celadon Books sent me this as an advanced copy. This comes out in May. I'm super, super thankful for this because I'm beyond excited about this book. So Jacob is an author. He published a book a number of years ago, kind of a one-hit wonder, and then really nothing else came from that. So he's actually teaching at an okay place, and one of his students comes to him named Evan with this idea for a book that is just genius, and Jacob can see that this is genius, and it could be big. It could be big. And so he encourages Evan to go forward, write his book, bring it to life, and a few years later he finds out that Evan has passed away, and he still has this idea. So Jacob steals it for himself, writes the book. It's a huge success, right? He's living the high life, he's back in the game, and then someone sends him a message saying, you are a thief, and starts, I don't know, blackmailing him, threatening him, something like that. So very intrigued by this book. Again, comes out in May. I'm super excited. All right, my two Costco week moments are right here. Bridgerton book, The Duke and I by Julia Quinn. I feel like I need to give it a whirl before I watch the show. so I picked it up. And then I'm still on this like isolated thriller kind of place. So I picked up the Sanatorium by Sarah Pierce. I don't know much about it other than everyone's in danger. They're stuck in, looks like a maybe broken down, not so great looking hotel in the Swiss Alps. So that's exciting. Again, I kind of want a snowy day though, because I think it takes place in the winter. I went shopping at Goodwill because, you know, I got to prep for a little book exchange thing that I do with a few people here, and I found a couple of books for myself. Bought more for them. So I have The Bookish Life of Nina Hill by Abby Waxman. Nina Hill, I've just heard good things about this, more of a cover buy than anything. A young woman supremely confident in her own shell. So picked that one up, and look at the kitty on the back. Cute, right? And then I happened to find this one. So it's Flu. It's the story of the great influenza pandemic of 1918 and the search for basically what caused it by Gina Collada. So I started kind of reading this and I'm thinking, I'm like, oh my God, did this like just come out? No, this was published in 1999. And in the prologue, it kind of talks about how like this thing happened and it's not really talked about in our history books, and people learned more about World War I than they did about the Spanish flu at the time. And the Spanish flu killed more people than World War I. And a lot of, you know, as far as like the causes and what exactly happened and how did it transmit so quickly, and basically calling out, Gina calls out in this book, like, we need to figure this out before something like this happens again. So I've already kind of started it. I'm like maybe 10 pages in. I kind of just pick it up here and there, but it's really interesting to see the parallels. So I found that one. Next one I have, this is for a book club for my works book club, How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House by Sherry Jones. This takes place in Barbados. So you have this touristy destination that everybody loves to go to. I would love to go to Barbados right now. But we're kind of seeing the other side of it from the people who live there and the people who work there and kind of serve the tourists. So we have our main character, Layla, and her husband, it says he's a petty thief, so maybe some pickpocketing going on, nothing major. But he gets involved with a situation that is way over his head. It sounds like it says like a shot is fired that no one was supposed to witness. And it goes from there. So interesting to see what happens in this little itty bitty book with this beautiful cover, right? So that's for book club for work. And then the few that I picked up from my library's bookstore. So I have Jessica Simpson's Open book. I loved watching the Newlyweds. I think she's funny. I just really like her. So I'm interested to read that one, as well as I picked up Unknown Valor by Martha McCallum. It says a story of family courage and sacrifice from Pearl Harbor to Iwo Jima. Just another memoir and information about, I think the family of Martha McCallum, and how, yes, takes us from Pearl Harbor to Iwo Jima through the lives of the men of valor. Among them is Harry Gray, is a member of her own family. So interesting perspective. I picked that up. You know how I love my memoirs. So I think that's all of them. I think that's all the new books. It's not that bad. Not that bad, right? I really only went off the walls with like 4 of them. So we're okay. We're still okay. Still book buying ban is still in place. Still trying to read through the shelves. It's gonna happen, and you guys are here with me, so I appreciate your support as I stumbled a little bit. But if any of these books are ones that you've read and you want to chat about them, comment below. Otherwise, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.